him in his feelings. Cause that thing hitting right though. I never said that I would spend the night though. Now why you mad for? You know how it go. And if I ever wrote I love you shit, that must have been a typo. Now you know iPhone Siri, she be correcting niggas. You write a message, it be different by the time you send it. Now why you acting, boy, you knew I was savage. I told you from the gate, you could taste, you can't have it. Then I considered your feelings and didn't walk out on you. But I'ma tiptoe right up out your bedroom. Oh baby now, what's with all the attitude? Put a smile on, honesty is good for you. You really bugging, you mad for nothing. I told you from the gate that I wasn't trying to be Buddha. Boy, I told you from the gate that I wasn't trying to be.
It's your girl LALA from LALA's World. Hey my LALA babies, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell for them dings every time I upload. But today I'm going to be telling y'all about me. This is my getting to know me video. So I'm 25 years old. I'm originally from New Jersey, but I moved to Augusta, Georgia. I have 5 siblings on my mom's side, 1 girl, 4 boys. I have 4 siblings on my father's side, 3 girls, 1 boy. I grew up with my mother in Jersey. We grew up in the projects. We grew up in the ghetto. I was a ghetto baby. I'm not a ghetto baby, a hood baby. I was a hood baby. But I was that hood baby everybody knew me by. My name is Jashia. I'm a plus size woman who was also bullied because of my weight and because of how I was the outcast. Like, I was the person who sat alone and didn't care about sitting alone. But some people couldn't accept that. I was also, after like growing up in high school and realizing you be quiet, they're gonna bite you like a fish. So when I became this person that was very outspoken, people didn't like it. People wanted to fight me. People wanted to try to break me down by talking about my size or talking about my color, my brown skin. I love my brown skin complexion, but ask me when I was like 5 years or 6 years or maybe 10 years ago in high school, you asked me if I love my complexion, I would say no, I wish I was light skinned. And I used to say that, but then I realized like brown skin is popping. Brown skin is popping, and I love my complexion, and I had to self-love myself before I can allow anyone to love myself. I was in a relationship with someone for over a decade, and I allowed that relationship to break me down to the point where I didn't know what love was. I didn't know if I was loved or being used. I didn't know if I was being a dummy or just being loved. Like, and then came to realization like I was being a dummy, because when you love someone, when someone claims to love you, they love you regardless of your flaws. They wouldn't be afraid to show you off. They wouldn't be afraid to let people know that you're theirs and ain't nothing else in this world matters, because all they worried about is making you happy. And in that relationship, I was not like, it was never like that. I felt like I was always the person who was being hidden instead of showing the world. My mother raised 6 kids by herself with no helps from her baby daddies. My dad came. I haven't seen my dad. I grew up with a man who I called my dad, and who was a part of my life and was dating my mom right after she had me. He's an amazing man. He wanted the best for me, but I took a whole different route. Let me see. I'm trying to think of everything. Yeah. I moved to Georgia on my own without no family down here. Just a faith of test. So I came down here, moved into my own place, started paying my own bills, and I felt happy about that. Before I came down here, I had got into contact with my real dad, and his family. I went through so many complications with them. I went to almost getting cut to almost having to fight to prove my love. Went from being bullied by them to being loved by them. I went, and this is not to say this, and I know a lot of people don't put this out on social media, but I'm not a lot of people. I went from being, I'm gonna try not to cry. I went from being sexually assaulted by a guy that I called my uncle to being loved. I went from losing best friends that I went through high school and elementary school with because of the fact that we didn't see eye to eye. I lost friends, I lost family members, I lost my grandmother. I lost my grandmother while I was sitting next to me in a bed. I lost my grandmother right next to me. Like literally in the bed next to me. My grandmother passed away. I lost a best friend due to the fact that he just wanted to be a jerk. I love writing. I have a lot of kids that I have living with me who I love to death, but sometimes they get on my nerves and they make me don't ever want to have my own kids. But I call them my kids because I take care of them with my ex-girlfriend and my best friend, who I love them, but sometimes they get on my nerves. Whew. Let me see. I just love my life right now. Like, I might argue and fuss with the people that I live with, but I feel like if it wasn't for them, a lot of times I wouldn't have made it through a lot of situations. I wouldn't have made it. Like today, I'm recording this video on December 20th, and today is the day of my grandmother's birthday. So today is like a very emotional day for me, but I realized like my grandmother's looking down on me, and right now if she was still alive she'll be proud of me because I'm in my own. I don't live with my mother. I pay my own bills, and that's just something that I know she would be proud for. It's that Sagittarius in us. But I love my grandma to death. R.I.P. Grandma, I love you and I miss you so much. But yeah, besides that, I don't have anything else to say. If y'all have any comments, any questions y'all want to ask me, I will do a Q&A. Probably when I get to 300 subscribers. And ask me all the questions y'all want. But for right now, hit that bell button. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend that to come over to Lala's world. See what Lala is about. I love you guys. Bye, my Lala baby.